Biomaterial is organic materials that are broken down and help build soil structure. The more greenery historically in an area, the more there will be. A wetland, for example, will have lots, while a desert will have very little. So what is organic material made of? Well, it turns out a lot of the stuff you can find in your yard, first of which being leaves. Another source of biomaterial is wood, although it is slower to break down than leaves. Biomaterial could also be the remains of animals that have decomposed. Another could be algae, of which this ceramic dish here is stained by. Here we have some fungus which breaks down biomaterial, but is very much part of the soil as mycelium. The other big detrivore is microorganisms, such as protozoa that are shown here, and bacteria, which are too small to see right now. This will get into our next part, where we talk about how fungus and microorganisms can break down materials. Let's take leaves for example. When a leaf turns colors in the autumn and falls to the ground, it undergoes decomposition, starting with fragmentation by worms and other soil organisms. This makes smaller fragments more easily accessible to bacteria and fungi. Water leaches chemicals and color away from the leaves, and the movement of soil animals mixes with the material. This process continues until the leaves are black particles, becoming part of the soil as humus. As material breaks down, it starts to percolate through the soil as water, gravity, and new material erode and push it down through the A and B horizon. Biomaterial will keep breaking into smaller pieces until it is inorganic materials accumulating at the sea horizon. After an even longer time, it becomes part of the bedrock. Next up is peat. Peat is partially decomposed biomaterial most commonly found in swamps. Fun fact, peat bogs have so little oxygen, or anaerobic conditions, that complete decomposition of materials is prevented. Due to this, some organisms that fall into peat bogs don't decompose until even centuries later. Next up is muck. These soils are found in drained wetlands and bogs, and they have a dark color and are comprised of mostly decomposed organic matter. It is very dense in nutrients and makes for great soil to grow vegetables. And lastly, the most decomposed of the three is humus, whether decomposed by worms, microorganisms, fungus, or just the aerobic conditions. Humus is very rich in nutrients and is very good for gardening as well. Speaking of farming, biomaterial is key in the forming of soils that are good for agricultures. The breakdown of plant material is used to keep nutrient cycling in the soil and also helps to retain water, increasing percolation. This is the basis of why we use compost as well, as shown by my mother's garden boxes here. As previously mentioned, wetland soils are among the highest in organic material concentration. They are high-quality soils, and the presence of wetlands prevents stormwater from flooding, not to mention the biodiversity that they contain. Despite this, they are often drained for farming and housing development. Most egregious of these examples is Disney World. A lot is lost when they are drained, so it is important that they're protected in the future.